question of who's going to hell and who's going to heaven is for Allah to answer, not for me. What we know is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that He does not accept kufr, He does not accept shirk. And we know that we need to, as Allah tells us, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Do not die except in a state of submission to Allah. So that's what our goal is so that we and helping others try to only die in a state of La ilaha illallah. But in terms of who specifically is going to hell and who specifically, only Allah knows. Only Allah can see the hearts anyways. And only Allah knows what that person's state will be at the time of death. Because we are told in a hadith that there may be people who spend their entire life doing the deeds of the people of Jannah until right before they're about to enter it. They're an arm's length away from it. They do the action of the people of Jahannam and so they enter it. And on the other hand, there are people who spent their entire life doing the actions of the people of Jahannam until they are an arm's length away from it, and so they do the actions of the people of Jannah and so they enter it. What are we to learn from this hadith? Two things. Never lose hope. Never lose hope, because you never know what will happen. Maybe Allah will guide you, guide that person. And at the same time, never become complacent. Never become so overconfident that, oh, I'm going to heaven for sure, right? Or, yeah, my heart is guided, I'm good. Never, ever, ever become like that, because even the Prophet ﷺ, the dua that he made most often was, Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qulubana ala dinik. O turner of hearts. And the word qalb means that which turns, by its very nature. O turner of that which turns, the heart, keep our hearts firm on your deed. This is Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. How can we feel like we're safe? The hearts turn. And we're told that it can be that someone wakes up in the morning as a believer and by the evening they're a disbeliever. A'udhu billah. And the other way around. Can be a disbeliever in the morning and a believer by the night. This is how the heart can turn. The lesson here is never lose hope, but also never feel overconfident. And always seek Allah humble with humility. The moment you become arrogant, and this is a warning to me first and you, the moment you become arrogant in your religion and think that you're better than others, or think that what you have and what you do of your ibadah is because of you, is the moment that it gets taken away from you. Is the moment that Allah will humble you in one way or another. So be very careful. Be very careful of self-righteousness. Be very careful of arrogance. Be very careful of looking down on others. Be very careful of saying, oh, I'd never do what that person did. I'd never be like that. Be very careful of taking credit for your own guidance. Always thank Allah and be humble. And always realize that at any moment, your heart could turn. And we ask Allah, like the Prophet ﷺ, Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qulubana ala dinik.